For Module 7, Media and Race, we want to be thinking about how racial minorities are portrayed in the media. After reviewing Chapter 6 again, you'll be engaging a PowerPoint reading. It's a PowerPoint, but it's really it's that comedy or cartoonish article like the one we had previously, reading on race from a cultural studies perspective, and another one that talks more specifically about how minorities are presented as dangerous criminals, which kind of goes along with the culture of fear video we watched, and where the author compares that image with the statistical facts on crime in America and the repercussions for our criminal justice system in terms of racial disparity in sentencing and imprisonment and stuff like that. And then there's a video clip from Democracy Now!, an interview with Amy Goodman, you may recall, with authors of a recent book on how the news media has changed over time in terms of being more or less decentralized, and its effect on American perceptions of racial minorities in the media. There's a couple questions you may see on your final quiz related to this book, so don't forget to watch that interview. It's called News for All the People. The assignment for this module asks you to watch and review a crime drama on TV. But like with the mall observations, you'll need to do more than just watch or recollect a recent show you saw on TV. To fully answer the questions I've posed, you'll need to take notes while watching the program, having the assignment questions in front of you. And you'll need to stop or pause the show a few times while you watch, and you'll need to reflect on the readings this week as you watch. So be prepared by knowing what you're looking for before you begin as you watch, being free from distractions, get the kids out of the room, and pay attention. Finally, with Module 8, let me scroll down here. And again, your view might be different if you're taking a fully online version. But finally, with Module 8, we'll be looking at gender and sexual orientation as it is portrayed in the media. Let me first apologize for conflating gender issues with issues involving sexual orientation. They're two very different things, as we know. I realize these are distinct phenomena, but for our purposes, and because we're at the end of the semester, we will be talking about them as together. But I just wanted to point out that we could certainly delve into these subjects independently, certainly worthy, but we just can't right now. So first, check out the PowerPoint articles on gender and sexual orientation from a cultural studies perspective, just to help you frame these subjects in the right context. Then read the related articles to learn what serious scholars on these subjects have to say, what they found in terms of the media's presentation of gender and sexual orientation and the impressions left, especially for men. There's an interesting article I've selected that deals with the subject of fantasy football, and another article entitled Breasts Are for Men. It's not what you expect it is. The title doesn't do it justice, but that's there as well. And then watch the video, Not Just a Game. It's broken up into, I think, 2 or 3 segments. It's called Not Just a Game, Sports and Culture. When you watch this, look for some surprising findings about just how more or less the media has portrayed women's participation in sports in various arenas. These findings are not exactly what you would expect, so look for that. So after you've completed the activity journal and discussion forum assignments for modules 6 through 8 now, the only other thing I need to mention, other than to take the time to do the third and final online quiz, is that you are also invited to complete one additional activity journal. That's activity journal 4 for 25 extra credit points. This is an extra credit opportunity, the only extra credit opportunity in this class. This is another observational activity like the Let's Go Shopping assignment. You can see it down at the bottom of our screen. This one, you'll be observing a sporting event and then ruminating on that observation in terms of the articles assigned for this module. And you can see there it's called Play Ball. And be sure to email me finally with any questions or concerns about these final assignments, since this is our last audio or video lecture, right? I recently refreshed and updated this class, its assignments and learning material, so I'd be interested to know what you thought of the class and its content and the way I delivered it by way of the student evaluation form at your school, or if you want to email me that feedback, that's fine too. One thing I'm particularly interested in knowing is if the video lectures were useful at all. This is sort of a new addition for me, especially for those of you in the fully online version of this class. All my courses, in fact, have been developed and updated over the years using primarily former student feedback. So your feedback is very important to me in this endeavor. I read all of it, and it's helped me refashion this class over the years. So that's it. I'll see you around.